Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin. I am just documenting my journey to complete debt freedom and financial independence. How I am doing that, I am following a cash envelope system and a zero-based budget. And so today, as you can tell by the setup, I am doing a cash stuffing, and this is going to be a cash stuffing of my sinking funds. And I'm also going to include some of my cash envelopes in it as well. I have just around $2,360 that I am going to be stuffing today for the next 2 weeks, so the fortnight, as we call it here in Australia. If you are curious to see where I am putting my money, then stick around and you shall find out. Okay, so I have quite a few different kind of goodies and such on the table today. Some things really that I've been collecting over the past couple of weeks. I just haven't had a chance to show them in the spirit of October and Halloween that is observed in most parts of the world. I do have my cute little nope lights out. If you are not familiar with what a nope is, it is a common term for spiders, arachnids, for those of you that have arachnophobia. I do apologize, particularly living in Australia where we have some very cute, cuddly, yet deadly spiders. I thought it fitting. I do have my bank withdrawal envelope, and massive thank you to Crystal at Budgets by the Bag. She had done a giveaway with one of these, and I had made comments on quite a few other people's pages about how I just absolutely love these envelopes from Luxe Designs, but the shipping cost to Australia, yeah, is a bit high. And Crystal had won a kind of an unannounced giveaway, and she had asked for my address, and I just figured, being not to stereotype Texans, but being from Texas, that she was sending a thank you card, which she did and was very nice. But I was also knocked over backwards when I found this beautiful envelope that was in there, and I absolutely love it. So Crystal, Budgets by the Bag, thank you so much. So kind of you to do that. And so I was able to use that to get what is I've always wanted to do that. You always hear people like where they do like the money drop. Yeah, just my large amount of money from the bank today. And yeah, they have it kind of wrapped up in different ways. I think maybe they're getting used to me, and that way they don't have to count it out as much or put it through the counter. I'm not sure. How does your bank usually give you money, particularly in large denominations? Because this was not a small amount that I went and that I pulled out today. And I know a lot of us as cash stuffers, we do tend to pull out withdraw large amounts of money from the bank. How do you go about doing that? Do you go inside the bank? Do you go through an ATM? Interesting thing, at least in Queensland and Brizzy where I'm at, that we do not have, or that I have not noticed, is yes, we do have drive-up not tellers, ATMs, but we don't have the nifty teller systems that you can do in a drive-thru. You know, that have the little where you put your stuff in the canister and it goes floom and it goes to the people, and then they do what they need to do and they send it back to you floom, and you know, have all of your money and stuff. I have not seen that here. I've only seen drive-up ATMs. So really curious what it is to know how you guys go about getting your money. One of the other things that I had put a picture up a couple of weeks ago, maybe, God, it might have been a month ago, who knows, I've lost track of time. And that was, I've talked before about my husband doesn't tend to surprise me with things, but he did for my birthday, and that he got me this beautiful A7 motor. And I decided that I will use this to go back to using my variable cash envelopes. And so I've made my different envelopes. I went with gray vellum and with kind of like a half, not really a half, like a 3/4 peekaboo style. I put some silver flecks in there as well, just because I absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous. It is not anything that I had on my wish list. So how he picked up on that, we're just going to give credit to him. But I'm going to put $300 in for groceries. The only thing I am not sure of is folding the money. Because with our polymer notes, they don't stay folded very well, but I did also do trackers, and I just put the trackers into a sleeve so I can slide them in and out. We will see if that helps me to use them. Household is going to get $50 going in there. Just like I said, I change my mind on my budget and how I want to do things quite frequently, if I'm being honest. My spending is getting $50. So I guess that's kind of the nice thing with me making my own envelopes and such, is that, yeah, I can change up things as frequently as I want. For fuel, let's see, we are going to get $300, so $350s. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 20s, 3 10s, 1, 2, 3, and 4 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, so this is where, yeah, they don't stay, because they don't stay folded, they don't stay smooshed like the paper money in the US does. But we'll give it a go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to flip it this way. That way the womp womp kind of alternates. Transport is going to get $150, so $75. I am having to travel back to work a bit more now, and I think I've mentioned in the past that for my commute I do have to go through the tunnel, both there and back, so I've got tolls for both of those, and that is what transport covers. For my babies, my bestest boys, these are my dogs. They are going to get $150. So that is going to be $350s going for them. And some people say that's a lot of money on food. Well, my dogs weigh about 50 kilos each. And so, yeah, they eat a lot of food. And I like to feed my dogs good food as well. So it does add up a bit. And then $100 for eating out. So yes, my dogs have a larger budget for their food than we do for our eating out, but our grocery budget is a bit higher. I am thinking we are going to have to change up our groceries. $50 going to personal, so personal, health, beauty, etc. I have another envelope somewhere that had some money in it as well. I don't know what I did with it. Nothing going into the what were we thinking fund. And then that $100 will go to, will go to my husband. But we are looking at having to increase our grocery amount. We've been going off of 150, which has been doing okay. I do have different dietary requirements and such like that, but the price of groceries is just going up higher and higher here, and I know that a lot of you are experiencing that outside of Australia as well. Just supply and demand, and the supply chain has been completely disrupted as well. This is leading to not so much, there is somewhat of an inflation of prices, but at the same time there's been a lot of compressing of prices as well over the past couple almost 2 years while the pandemic has been moving through. So trying to keep prices low, and all of that is now starting to catch up as well. So it's definitely going to be having a bit of an impact on things. I'm moving over to my high priority. I still have not changed up my envelopes into other binders or anything because I absolutely love these envelopes. But $155 going into car regos. But yeah, so overall, the price of commodities is going up. Groceries prices are up, and fuel prices are up, and just all of that in general is increasing. I have $40 going to car maintenance, which thank you to all of you in the comments. I am not alone in that. Yeah, when the car decides to need something, it needs something, and a lot of times it's not even major things. It's a lot of times just like those little nickel and dime things. $10 going towards our insurance gap. But yeah, so I think we're all kind of feeling the pinch quite a bit in our pockets and in our budgeting. A lot of us having to rethink and reallocate where our money is going. So $50 to home maintenance. We've been getting by with the with the 150, but it's just, you know what? It has to change. We have to increase it. That's just the way that things are. To my dog's stupidity fund, they are getting $20. So let me know, how about you? If you are having to reallocate money in your budget as well, due to cost of goods and commodities rising, whether it be from inflation or just people raising their prices because they can. $65 is going to subscriptions. I also have $65 going to our rates, which now that we are in we just wrapped up quarter 3, so those should be coming due. And then 50, 60, and 5 is going to, it's going to water, because our water bill will be coming due soon. Irish is getting $5. Again, Irish is just, yeah, she's my 4-wheel drive vehicle. That hasn't been out much, therefore nothing has broken on her, and she's pretty much done in terms of her upgrades, only a couple things left. And then home projects, which is the unlabeled envelope. And that takes care of everything in that. I call this one my high priority, but it's not necessarily that it's a higher priority than anything else. It is just that is where our focus is. So I guess I could call it our focus funds. I'd call it our target funds, but then that sounds like I'm going shopping at Target, which, hey, nothing wrong with having a fund to go to Target. You know, the bullseye, look into my eye. It gets all of us, let's be honest. But I just kind of have them split that way. I don't know. I don't have a clever name for splitting things up. It's just, these are my envelopes, and these ones are in this collection, and these are in this collection. Our anniversary getting $10. My birthday, which has just passed, is getting $10. And my husband's birthday getting $10. And then my son, who his birthday is coming up this week. He is going to be 24 years old. So this will take care of the $510 to buy his $500 ETF package. Crazy to think that my son is, that he's 24. Just, where does the time go? But we'll be starting over for him. And sorry if I get a little bit sappy, but that's my baby. You know, he's always, it doesn't matter how old he is or how old I am, he is always going to be my baby. $5 going into gifts and $10 going into Christmas. And I feel as if I explain this a lot, but people say, wow, you're really not putting much towards Christmas. That is because I have so many different savings challenges I've done throughout the year, and I have my coins and everything else. Those are going to go towards the Christmas fund. The only thing different with me is that at the end of each month with the saving challenges, I don't count up the money. I don't immediately put it into an envelope. That is going to be the big December surprise. I've got $10 going in for Easter. And this is saving up for Easter of next year. For Father's Day is getting $10. Again, Father's Day just passed here in Australia in September. And Mother's Day getting $10. And then other holidays, which is just anything else other than the ones listed, is getting $5 going there. I am putting $5 towards the appraisal because we are looking at doing that a year from now, but may as well about a year and a half. So we're just going to put small amounts towards that. Camping is getting $25, which I'm going to have to be ramping this one up because we did finally purchase our camper trailer that we had been planning on getting one and just took different money from our different savings accounts for that. We had a friend that needed to sell his. It came up at a pretty good price, so a mate's rate, so to speak. and we jumped right on that. Our Let's Stay Clothed and Not Be Running Around Naked fund is $20, even though it is spring going into summer, so I guess technically we're kind of like half naked savages running around. Hospital is getting 25. I don't know why I had to think about that when I just grabbed a 20 and a 5. It's like, ooh, yeah, it's right there in your hands. And Twibbler is getting $5. So just slowing down a bit on this one as I just, kind of have some thunks and thoughts. For luxury, that is going to get 10. So $10 going in there. And vacation will also be getting 10. So this will be our trip to Egypt, and no, $10 per fortnight is nowhere near enough to save for it, but it's just something that's going to take us some time. And then $35 for our citizenship paperwork. And I did have a question around this of what this is for. This is just for the filing fees. It's $450 per person for that. Now I do have money that is remaining here, and 100 of it is for gas to give to him, and then the rest is going to be for my savings challenges because I do my different saving challenges throughout the month, and I try to take that money out of the fortnightly budget. I just don't have the envelope sitting here next to me. That's really what it comes down to. So I think next week I'm going to do a condensing video, so a unstuff and swap, especially because I do have to take out this money for Peyton to purchase his birthday gift. Looking forward to that. That gets everything stuffed up here. Stuffed up here. That just sounds weird because it's not really stuffed up. That means that it's messed up, but it's not messed up. It's actually, quite on track the way that we are doing things. So all of my money has been given a home. That is really a large part of the zero-based budget of making sure that every dollar has a home. It has a purpose. So the money has gone home to its envelopes for the next 2 weeks. And then I have my spending money for the next 2 weeks as well. Now all I have to do is make sure that the only money that I spend is the money from out of here, not from out of here, with the exception of Peyton's birthday. So that should cover it for this particular cash stuffing. The first stuffing of October. Gosh, it's October already. Crazy. Yeah, it's October. Like 3 more months until the end of the year. How ridiculous is that? I know it's gotten here rather quickly, and I could digress on a whole different tangent. I'm not going to. I am just going to go ahead and wrap it up there. As always, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, drop them down in the comment box below. I do try to endeavor to answer those. Sometimes my comments disappear and then they reappear and then they disappear again. I don't know. I got a Houdini thing going on here with YouTube. But so if you did enjoy this video, do please give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch my journey and be a part of it, do by all means hit the subscribe button and you can be part of this little twibbling journey with me. Otherwise, as always, do remember to choose kindness, show gratitude, always keep a positive mindset. I will see you in the next video.